Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys another traditional origami. Today we're going to make a traditional origami sanbo or serving tray. For this origami you just need one piece of origami paper. Mine's 15 by 15 centimeters. What we're going to do is start with our color side facing down, and I'm just going to fold my paper in half into a nice big triangle, open it up and fold again. And then after doing that, I'm going to fold each of my four corners into the center. This is called a blint space. So you just fold each of these sides into the center. And once you've got all of them folded in there, what we want to do is create some creases here by folding things kind of in half to make a triangle on both sides, and then folding out this way to fold it in half. And then what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually use these creases that I've made to help me make a square base. So I just kind of shimmy everything around until I get something that looks like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and take what I see here, and we're going to just flip it around so that all those points are at the top. I'm going to open up this little like coin pocket here, put a little pressure on both sides, and push straight down so that I can extend it all the way out to make it into a rectangle. Flip it over, do the same thing on this side too. Sometimes you need a little help opening up these sides, but as you do it, you just want to extend it and smush it all the way out until you get something that looks like this. Now I want to kind of, looking at it from this way, I'm just going to open things up here, and I want to bring that edge all the way to the top here. Now I can't obviously open this completely on its own, so I'm just kind of beginning to bring it over, and then what I want to do is actually put a little pressure on this side and smush it down to make a little triangle and to finish off the edge. And so I can do the same thing over here. We just keep pulling things out until they loosen up, and then I can just fold this down like this. So I get something like this. And then I want to go ahead and make sure that I do the same thing on the other side too. So I'll flip it over, and we're just going to be doing the same process, folding this flap, this one flap up, basically folding everything in half to get things kind of started, and then slowly a little pressure there until I can smush out to reveal a little triangle. And smooth out your angles really good there if you can. You should get something then that kind of looks like this. So we've got both of those sides folded up now. And then what we want to do is take this and open it up and turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to just kind of look at things here at the bottom with these pieces, and we're just going to take the little bit of flap that you see here, and we're going to fold it out to create a little triangle. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it out a little bit here. Try to keep it right out as far as you can, and do the same thing on this side. Flip it over. You have the diagonal crease there to help as a guide. You want to just fold out even with the tip, and over here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fold each of these sides over towards the center. Create a nice little tip here as I do that. So I'm taking this edge and folding it over and extending this out to make a nice little tip. Flip it over, do the same thing on this side. Again, we're just taking everything and folding it flush with the edge here so that this part can get extended out into a nice point and a right smooth there along the edge. And we've done that then on all 4 sides here, so we can get all of those to fold into the center. So it looks something like this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this bottom part and fold it up to try to create a nice crease right down along the bottom. We're just going to take each of these and fold it down. Flip it over, fold this part over as well. And then I'm going to take that little flap and fold it even down again, another layer. This will create the edges of our tray. Once I've got these flaps down, I can kind of hold on to both of them, and you can tell these are the legs of our tray. And I'm just going to pull open and extend it out, and you can kind of see inside here. This is the inside of the tray, and if we just put a little bit of pressure, we can pop out the sides and pop out over here too, and then you can kind of smooth out the bottom, and you can make it, you know, sharpened off with some creases if you want, or just kind of leave it poofy like this. But you should be able to open it up into a full little square dish there. And it's got the nice little legs to stand on, and that is how you create the traditional sampan, or the serving tray, which is our project for today. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!